Hi, my name is Adam Cox. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist based in London. I'm a phobia expert, founder of phobiaguru.com, and the UK's leading experts at eliminating phobias rapidly, quite often in just a single session. Today we're going to be talking about Paraskevidekatriaphobia, which is known as the fear of Friday the 13th. Now, when I first came across this fear, I thought it was a joke fear. So sometimes fears are actually made up. There is a fear, for example, about a fear of long words, which itself is a very long word, which ends in phobia. So occasionally you get these joke phobias. Having done a bit of research, there is some truth to this kind of fear, or more often a superstition or anxiety around Friday the 13th. And I think it comes from two key things. One is the cultural association of Friday the 13th. So Friday the 13th in many Western cultures is perceived to be unlucky. Now, for some people, there is this feeling that when there is luck going against you, you're more at risk of things like accidents or bad things happening. So for some people that have a predisposition for anxiety, Friday the 13th can actually increase that level of anxiety. The second thing that is really influenced, I think, a negative connotation with Friday the 13th is the Friday the 13th movie. So there was a franchise that involves a serial killer. So again, there is this association of danger, threat, or some kind of sinister motive around Friday the 13th. To give you an idea of the impact on society, there are certain buildings, for example, that won't have a 13th floor, certain lifts that won't have the number 13. They just kind of miss out a number. And you get this in certain environments because for many people, there is a negative association either with the number 13 or with the specific date of Friday the 13th. Now, obviously, it's not very frequent that the 13th day of the month is a Friday. You know, statistically, it's about 1 in 7 that would take place. So it's fairly rare. You tend to get them once or twice a year. But when you do, for those people that have a fear of Friday the 13th, it can increase their feeling of anxiety. And it really comes from a thought process of worry. So they're thinking about what kind of things can go wrong. So if you've ever seen the movie Final Destination, what you quickly learn in that movie is that I've not met someone that didn't see that movie for the first time, that didn't start looking at everything as a potential source of danger. But that tends to last just a few minutes with an average person. With someone that has a fear of Friday the 13th or the number 13, there is this feeling, a belief, almost like a hypnotic suggestion that something bad will happen, which unfortunately can create a self-fulfilling prophecy in certain cases. If, for example, you feel that something bad is going to happen and you're in a constant state of anxiety, that might put you in a resourceful state. It might actually create a cause and effect relationship where something bad might actually happen. So this is not a healthy or humorous fear to have, and it is a phobia that can be eliminated fairly rapidly. Some of the clues that you might have a phobia or a fear of Friday the 13th is just increased levels of anxiety, intrusive or compulsive thoughts about what might go wrong or what dangers might exist. And a bit of that is healthy because it helps people prepare. It helps people avoid dangerous situations, but too much of that can actually cause problems. If you are worried that you have this fear, or you know someone with a fear of Friday the 13th, please share this video with them, because the good news is that you can eliminate a phobia or a fear such as the number 13 or Friday the 13th quite rapidly. It doesn't take very long, quite often just 1 or 2 sessions, and the phobia is gone for good. And that can actually make a dramatic difference to the quality of life with someone with that fear. So there are 2 ways that people can work with me. One is one-on-one. They can book a free 30-minute consultation call where I can ask them a few questions. They can ask me a few questions just to see if I'm the right person to work with, and I can explain how I work, these days most often by Zoom, with clients all around the world. But equally, I have a 7-day phobia elimination download that can eliminate most phobias rapidly. The details for that will be below, but if you do know someone with a fear of either the number 13 or Friday the 13th, please forward or share this video with them because it might be of use to them. Equally, if you have any questions or comments about this fear, please drop them below and I'll try and answer them as soon as I can. Take care.